Hey guys, Lynden, Washington. I went over to City Hall. They did really good. A few little minor complaints, nothing major. And then the fire station did really great, just across the street. You know. So as we go in, this is the public library, and another real big, beautiful building here in Blaine, Washington. City law. Welcome. Thank you for social distancing. Yeah, so here we go, guys. Nice big cool building on a hot day. It's a pretty neat place. There's a big old American flag there. Nice to see that. Yeah. So it's a neat little building. Lynden, Washington. How can they have a exercise machine in the library? Is that what that is? Or is that for somebody that's handicapped? I'm not sure what this is. It's different. All right. The spirit of Lynden. Okay, guys. This is what it's all about. Local history. Look at that. Point Roberts, USA. I was there the other day. That'd be a good book to take out. Yeah, this is what it's all about here. How Lynden came to be in Whatcom County and so forth. Yep. That Point Roberts one would be worth a read. Look at the nice big, that's a seagull. Nice big eagle up there. Lots of good stuff here. DVDs and different things. Music on CDs. Look at all this stuff, guys. Different. Jazz, New Age. All the good stuff. Christian, here's your DVDs. Look at that, guys. Comedies, you know, could always use a good comedy. Especially after doing some of these audits of mine sometimes. Yeah. So this is what they do. Dad, lots of different books and stuff. Lots of different things going on here. Yep. Lots of DVDs and stuff. Oh gosh. Rock music. Green Day. All the good stuff. That's neat. Let's go ask the information desk.
Yeah, you're right. It is the DVD. Oh. Oh yeah, no worries. Yeah, you want to do that? I kind of worried. worries. Like we can, yeah, we can waive it too. It's okay. Yeah. That's no worries.
Oh, and who needs help here?
I had a question. Where do I find a good book on the history of Lynden?
Okay, I'm sorry, are you recording?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not comfortable with the recording.
I know, but
Gee,
I love your shirt, by the way.
Yeah,
It's pretty
thank
do
neat.
you want me to?
Yeah, probably.
I'll be right over.
It's a pretty neat shirt.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
like it. I noticed it when I first came in. So for this book on city of Lynden, like a historical kind of thing.
Yeah, it's in the back at the end of the nonfiction.
Can you show me? Because I'm really, I get lost in my own
Yeah,
house.
if you want to head back there, it's just past the column.
Are you gonna meet me back
Yeah,
there?
I'll meet you back there in a second.
Or maybe he can help me. He's already out. Did you want to just show me the books where the historical books on Lynden are, and like the history of Lynden?
Yep.
Thank you for your help, sir. It's a cool shirt. Don't you think his shirt is awesome?
I know. I said it looked like kiwis at first.
Yeah.
Like when he was like kind of far away.
It's a fun shirt though.
It is.
It's like I feel like I'm going to the jungles of Amazon or something. How come you guys got a bike machine back here? What is that for?
Just so people can write it if they're reading books or.
Is it loud though?
I've never heard it.
I used to have a loud one at my house. It was clinkety clankety.
So this is more of our local history in terms of like Whatcom County,
Okay.
and then our actual local history for like Lynden, and we occasionally get some other stuff from other branches. So
Yeah, I was over here. I did look at the Point Roberts
Yeah.
one, but I was just wondering, like specifically for the Lynden. I guess this would be something like this.
Yeah, and those are yearbooks.
Oh, that's high school.
Yeah, those
Oh,
are
that's
yearbooks.
cool. So you can look at this and see where's this 1977. Gosh,
Now, unfortunately, those are not able to be checked out. But
I know it's kind of neat that you have them though.
yeah,
You see your relatives in there maybe or whatever.
yeah. Yeah, we get that a lot. We get like people who've had family here for a long time. They'll
Yeah.
come and like look at the yearbooks and like make photocopies and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty cool that you guys keep that.
Yeah.
Do you have every year?
Not every year. Looks like the most recent one we have is 1980.
Yeah.
Although these are very out of order, so that is totally fine.
I'm glad we got over here. So I'm not sure why she was so uncomfortable with the camera. Do you guys probably have cameras here, don't you?
Nope.
You don't?
Nope.
Wow.
So it looks like 1988 is the most recent one.
1988. I graduated in 1989. Gosh, I feel old.
Again, there's 1991, 93, 89. Okay, so we're at least doing things back.
So this is the section. Now, if I've got Blaine Public Library card, can I take a book out here?
Yeah, yeah. So
The same card?
So a card for any Whatcom County Library System library works for any library system.
Okay. And I could return it in Blaine, right?
Yeah.
Because I was looking at that. I was eyeing that Point Roberts USA. I was there the other day.
Yeah, you can certainly check that out.
It's got a unique history, you know.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Just wanted to make sure you're getting some service.
He's awesome.
and,
Yeah, he's
getting
been
your questions answered.
he's been organizing everything, and
And I see your video.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
taping.
yeah.
So as long as you're letting patrons, just talking to staff, I
Yeah.
think that'll be okay. But no children.
Well, that's
be
not really.
careful.
I don't
Well, just
normally go out of my way to do that,
Sure.
but that's not the case. Just so you know.
Well, just make sure that you're talking to people if you're filming them, especially the little ones. But
Yeah.
we're just here to make sure you're
You,
having
you don't
getting
if
service.
you're in public, you know how that works.
I
right?
do,
We can
yeah.
go grab a book about that. I'm sure that you'd have it here.
Yeah.
But your employee seemed to run off. I don't know where she went.
Oh, well, we have someone that does not have their, like, they just aren't having their picture taken.
Oh yeah.
And so that's a whole
Like,
other.
like a camera phobic or whatever.
Yeah,
I
so
think.
we just
Yeah.
don't. We
Because
just.
he didn't seem at all
No,
like
that's fine.
he's got his Bigfoot shirt on. It's
I
awesome.
love this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But we
he's
do
proud
have a
of it.
couple of staff that just are not comfortable with pictures, so we don't put them any pictures or film.
Yeah.
And that's why.
So you don't know they should have a tag or something like.
We don't really really have anything
Like no
that
picture
identifies.
tag, you know, like a picture of a camera with a line through it.
Sure.
So people come up to
That's a
him.
good suggestion.
And then he'd have like thumbs up with the camera.
Right.
So, you know, because he was great. He came on over and helped me right away.
Good. Okay. Well, I just.
So,
wanted to
are you
say-
the manager?
I'm the manager.
Oh,
yeah,
you're
Diane,
the
nice
you
to
run
meet
the
you.
whole shebang.
I'm in this branch. I do. Yeah.
Yeah. So, have you guys had people film here before?
No.
Oh,
You're actually our first one.
Wow.
So yeah.
I mean, it's a good building. It's a lot of taxpayer dollars.
Yeah, we really like it. We'll be 20 years in this building next year. So.
So is it like I live in Whatcom County, but I don't live in Lynden. Do you guys get a certain percentage from Whatcom County to go with
Yeah,
your?
we're open on Sundays, so we're open 7 days a week.
Yeah.
So we see
As far as
people from all
funding
over.
though, as far as funding goes.
Well, the way funding works is those in the county pay into the county library system,
And this is Whatcom County.
and this is Whatcom County. So all of our branches
Okay.
receive taxpayer money to the Whatcom County.
So I
library
help
system.
pay for this because I pay about $6,500 a year.
Ooh, okay. So
on-
yeah, so you would pay into
At least $5,500 a year to Whatcom County.
to the county library system.
To Whatcom County in general.
Okay,
and
so
then
we are
they,
a junior taxing district, so the library system has its own tax. So it's not the county tax. It's
Okay.
the library system's tax.
okay.
But that's.
But it gets the money that I would pay into Whatcom County would get eventually trickle down into the library system too.
No, it's only through the library system tax.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. So, yeah. What else do I need to ask? That's pretty much it. Where's your book on the Constitution?
Oh.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Thanks for your help again.
Oh yeah, you bet.
You did awesome. My viewers are gonna love you.
I'll just show you right here. So if you ever need to know.
Hey, I appreciate you weren't like you saying, "Yeah, where's your press pass?" Blah blah blah. Just totally ridiculous.
Oh.
You can't get a press pass. It's not like a license or a.
The only time we ask for press passes is if you're basically saying you're working for the paper.
For news purposes. Well, this is for news purposes.
Okay.
Yeah. But you shouldn't need a press pass.
Well, it depends on. So I think that for us, if you're going to put something in the newspaper,
Yeah.
you're saying you work for like the Lynden Tribune.
Uh-huh.
So if you're identifying yourself as someone who's working for the Tribune,
Yeah.
then you need to have a press pass for that.
Is it a policy that you guys have, or is it?
It's actually for the Tribune. So if the Tribune is like, if you're saying you're a Tribune employee,
Yeah.
you need to have a press pass.
Okay.
So that's what I would
So
ask.
what happens with if you didn't have a press pass? Like, what would happen? Would you turn into a pumpkin or something?
Well, you wouldn't turn into a pumpkin, but we would let you know that if you're saying that you're a Tribune employee.
Okay.
So we know Tribune employees because they have press passes.
Okay.
It's an actual lanyard or it's
Okay.
a tag.
Okay.
And we would ask you to go to the Tribune if you were going to publish something
Okay.
that you've taken.
Because this will
there
be published.
in the Trib,
It'll be published online.
but will it be published in a paper, like in the Tribune?
Well, I don't know. After somebody gets with it online, I don't know what happens
okay.
to it. I
Yeah,
mean,
so-
sometimes people will use the content. It happens quite a bit online.
Yeah, so I would say that as long as you are not working or saying you're working for a newspaper,
Yeah.
those people that are either freelancing or to work for the paper, they all have press passes.
Well, I'm an independent journalist working.
So I think that you wouldn't
contents
need
for
anything from
store.
the Trib.
No, obviously, but the Tribune makes their own press pass. People think that a press pass might come from the government or something, and it doesn't. The government doesn't issue press passes. Only for the White House.
It comes from our and you should probably go talk to Bill Helm
Yeah.
over at the Trib, but
But that's
reporters-
locally within the company. The
It is.
Tribute's an actual company.
Yeah.
So they might do press passes just to identify themselves as.
So we've got
Do you actually
the
have-
Constitution today. That's the one that we have in the system right now.
Do you actually have just the Constitution, just a pocketbook type thing?
We don't have a pocketbook, but
Oh,
we can
wow.
have it come in. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes me sad. You guys got the big eagle and the American flag, and over here, there's no Constitution.
Well, we just don't have it
This is kind of just a breakdown probably of the Constitution, but just a cut and dry. These are the words. Here you go. Because then, like for the First Amendment, right? That's your press pass. So for you, you're actually considered part of the press, because it says that in the First Amendment. There's 5 parts to the First Amendment.
Sure.
One of them is freedom of speech, as you know.
Yeah.
One of them is freedom of religion, freedom of press, freedom to gather,
Right.
and then the freedom to address your government.
Sure.
That's just paraphrasing. I could probably recite it word for
Yeah.
word, because this is what I do, right?
Right.
This is what I do for a living. So,
Okay.
but yeah, that's your press pass. So, anybody really is an independent journalist gathering content for a story. So, a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah. So
I'm not trying to educate. You sound pretty educated. Mostly
Yeah.
for the people who are listening to me right
think
now.
I think that just for our, I would say, knowledge or thought of a press pass as somebody working for the Tribune.
Yeah, I think it's gotten misconstrued over the years, but when you break it down to the basic,
Sure.
and then you've got restricted areas, which you have to honor those, even in a public building. But if it's publicly domain and it's non-restricted, and you're with an area that it's publicly used, like a library or something like that, then it's okay. You know, and it's also like the only thing that would be a problem if it was causing a disturbance, or somebody was trying to, let's say, pick up this book and I was poking my, thing and getting right in their face and obstructing their freedom of movement.
Yeah.
Now it's a little different.
It is,
right?
yeah, it is. And so that would be a disruptive patron situation, but you're being really respectful. So.
Yeah, I always am. I always am. They didn't like me at the post office, though. They
I
trust.
think people, it's a little odd to be filmed.
I know, but
So if you're not prepared for
yeah,
that,
I agree.
It's just different.
But a lot of people, like I was at City Hall, they were great.
Great.
They knew what
good.
was going on. I'm pretty sure maybe they got some training in it. Because
They could have, yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys get training in
And
it?
we've talked about First Amendment people coming in and filming.
Yeah.
Some of our other libraries have had someone come in.
Yeah.
And this just happens to be
Might
the
have been
first
me.
time. It might, maybe.
I was in Bellingham and I did a first. They were beautiful.
Great.
Yeah, they had no problems at all. They have the downstairs section there, and I said to him, "Well, maybe I'll go downstairs." And he said no. I said, "What's the downstairs section?"
Oh, the kids area.
In the kids area, and I said, "Well, I won't go down there then." And he says, "You can go down there all you want. It's a public area."
That's cool.
Yeah, so he
Yeah,
really.
they have a very large two-story. But I wanted to go to our reference section.
Okay, let me get out of your way though.
Yeah, no worries.
I take up so much room. I love to eat. So, anyhow, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
And then I was just going to say that if you're looking for any, like any codes, tax guides, or we have a reference section here.
So, do you have the electrical code?
You know what?
Here's your
We
RCWs.
have our RCWs.
Yeah, those change though every year.
And we might have the electrical code. I have to look.
NEC.
And
This will have some stuff about electrical in it. But then do you?
actually a code book.
Yeah, there's actually a code. I'm an electrician.
Yeah.
WAC. You guys got the WAC?
No, we just have the RCWs. We do a lot online now.
Yeah. You can print
Here's
it
the
out.
building codes.
You guys are allowed $10 per. Oh yeah, there's building codes. But yeah, the NEC will be a little different.
And then for anything like just the county code book, we go online for that.
Yeah.
And that thing is quite unwieldy and huge. We used to carry the, it's pretty thick
Yeah.
book, but we couldn't keep up with changing, and it was changing quite quickly.
Yeah.
So now we just go online and we can print documents.
Can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
Because you're the manager, so you probably have some pull. Can you do me a big favor?
Okay.
Towards like the entranceway, right? Like right here. I mean, this is great stuff too, but we should teach our children. We should teach the people of the country coming up. Have like a podium here, a nice big podium with the Constitution, nice big, with big words, right? Because my eyes aren't the greatest anymore. And have it like right here as you come in put like an eagle over the top, and like some really good lighting coming down,
Sure.
and then that'll signify what this is all about, why we have a library to begin with. You know, there's other countries in the world that would have a problem having a library because it's so sanctioned. The government is into everything.
Yeah.
I'm not going to name any countries because I get viewers all over the world.
Right.
But they have certain countries where a lot of this would be banned. A lot of this for nonsense stuff, right? And then we have the freedom to come in here and get this book
Yes.
what do they say about reading? Reading opens the mind,
It
opens
does.
the soul.
And for libraries, we believe that everyone is entitled to read what they want to read. So.
And if we didn't have that constitution, we'd have problems right away.
Well, it's a good suggestion.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah, like a nice big,
pass that on.
like with the eagle that you have. It's a beautiful
yeah.
eagle. That would be perfect. Something like that with to show people like as a reference copy is like, and then children, because children nowadays, I don't know if they get the education that they should about the Constitution. They get a lot of garbage online, but what do you feed them?
Sure.
Right? So these are good stuff for the kids. I mean, a lot of this is kid stuff. But yeah, teach them about, and don't put them past it, over their heads or whatever, because kids are smart.
They're very smart.
They're smarter than me. They can pick up on stuff like,
They can.
they can,
Yeah, they can.
We always like, oh yeah, they're kids, blah, blah, blah. Well, no, their minds it's already a proven fact. Their minds are always going overtime and stuff because they got so much up there to fill up, and they're brilliant. Kids are brilliant.
Well, I didn't get your name.
I'm not gonna give it, but if you give me your card,
Sure.
I'll
was
give you
I
my
was just
first
gonna
name. You've
say
been
thank
nice.
you for
My
coming
name's
in.
Greg.
Great,
Yeah.
thanks.
I
Yeah.
sometimes don't, but you've been so nice. Yeah.
Thank you. I just wanted to say thanks for coming.
Sometimes,
in.
yeah, I appreciate that.
And you've been really great too.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I like your questions and suggestions.
Yeah, this has been a very positive encounter.
Well, thank
Like I
you.
said, sometimes they're not so. I got trespassed with the police pushing me out of the post office, and I know you can't make an opinion on it, but
Sure.
and that was here in Lynden. But it's just a complete opposite reaction to somebody to a different person, and I don't get it because they're both public places.
Right.
And
But I do think it's just the filming aspect. It makes people nervous.
Yeah.
But we're happy that you came in.
Yeah.
And I'll give you my card. For
But
sure.
you know what? What happens when you're really good under the camera? It just makes you shine. And all it does, and then people are like I want to go to that library because she's really cool.
Well, yeah, we welcome everybody.
Yeah,
So.
I could come in here. Like a lot of people are intimidated by trying to look up something, the Dewey Decimal System and all that stuff. They get
We're here to help, and we're here to help people find information. So that's our job.
So they're kind of intimidated. Maybe they're just shy people. They don't get out of the house much. They don't get a chance to look at this. But if you can come in here and get some good help without having, without having any problems, and geez, because people will see this, and probably people from Lynden will see this. So yeah, this is good.
Well, good.
Can I get your card?
You can. Yeah,
Awesome.
it's right over here. So I'm just gonna...
See that, guys? That's the way it should be right there. Look how professional she is.
No, I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine.
Very welcome. It's good to see you today.
I've literally had my life threatened because of a camera. Can you believe that?
Well,
Yeah.
people just feel different feelings about it.
Yeah,
So I'm
I
sorry
know.
to hear that. But
Yeah, it was horrible. But in some case like that, I just want to walk away. I don't want to get involved in, who knows what people are going to do nowadays. But,
Yeah, that's true.
but I know, like, when I get out of here and walk down the road, I'll probably be on 20 different cameras.
Oh, yeah.
You know how it is
Yeah, I
nowadays.
do.
So,
Well, be safe out
Yeah,
there.
I appreciate
and thanks
it.
for coming in. It was
Thanks
really
for your
nice to
time.
meet you.
Take care.
It was nice to meet you guys.
there you go, guys. So you guys are watching Freedom Audit, and that's a really good, it's a really good encounter for a First Amendment audit. And that one girl was a little strange at the desk, and I don't know what her problem was, but the manager seemed to handle it real good. She was like, "Oh, you can't film kids," which is really not the case. I don't go out of my way to film kids. But, I can't say that I don't, because they're being my camera. I'm going to panoramic viewing around sometimes. But that's not my purpose. That's not my goal. Film a bunch of kids. I just want to film the library, do an audit, see if they respect our First Amendment, and get out of there. Maybe get a little information about the library, how they do business, and what it's all about. Anyhow, guys, Freedom Audit. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Have a good day.